Hello, we're going to talk about this icon today. It's been modernized in the Maya versions 2017 and 18. It's much more than a facelift. It's much richer now. And let's touch on some of the aspects here. So let's create a text. The default is 3D type. We can leave it there. It's not exactly the most beautiful word here, and type font either. When you check out this section here, you find 5 tabs. And the text tab is the first one, where you have the font size, for example, and the tracking here of the individual letters, etc. If you click on the type manipulator here, which I won't do now, you can pick individual letters, the P for example, and scale it down and up. And you have to find the type 1 menu then again, because when you dealing with individual letters here, you lose it for a second. Anyway, the generator is very interesting, and it lets us forget about the 3D type word immediately when you use the pull down menu, the frame number. We're currently at frame 0001, and when we go forward in the timeline, of course we get incremental numbers here. And if you go to the front window here, you see this nice animation. And of course you can repeat this with getting another type font, moving it further down, and then you have that matrix title effect with lots and lots of numbers, which you can just choose whatever size and color you like, and you can make them drop, etc. The length here, because in matrix you need a long number, probably longer than this, and the change rate here, you can increase this as well. You can change the frame from frame number to scene time. That's the seconds, I guess. 2 seconds, 0.750. Again, you can shorten this. You can have more decimal places. You can alternatively go from scene time to a random number or a random letter. In here you can type in new, and this new is, right mouse click new, not, right mouse click summer, and you need to type in frame numbers here. So let's say 20. At frame 20 it should say this. At frame 30 is frame 40, frame 50. So if we run this, we still see our single letter and number here, because we need to change it to animated text. Okay, and the Python script is available here as well. It currently prints a random number between, I think, 0.5 and 2. All very nice to have. So that's under text and generator. Geometry, well, let's go back to off here. Geometry, well, now let's change this to run, for example. Okay, and now we can go to geometry and change the curve resolution, for example. And the interesting thing is filter by distance, because now you can simplify this like this. So from a very distance, I guess that's the idea behind it. It looks like Run already now with much fewer polygons as opposed to this. I think it's a very nice effect. And on the deformable type, you have the option to create polygons on the surface, on the front and back surfaces. You see now it's easily deformable, and here you can change the settings here for the maximum count, etc. Now it's quite well distributed in order you want to shatter it, break it into pieces, etc. Down here you have the extrusion type and the bevel type, and this only takes effect when you have the, I think, the standard font here, but that's a pretty old thing here in Maya. Texturing is quite interesting. You can use a texture here. Let me see, like this. And you have a type of shader for the cap and for the other parts here, like this. You can do this in this section here, in the texturing section here. And finally you have animation, where you can animate individual parts here, or you can set keys right in this menu here, or just do this. Let me see, can I do this here? Yeah, just the rotation of the individual letters here, etc. So I hope you get an inspiration about checking out this menu, which is much richer than it used to be in the past. So go to the T icon and play with the individual settings. Bye.